Hey everybody, welcome back to Speedrun Ragnarok 2022. I am Moonblaze Wolf, and I will be your host for this next run of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge by Luna. We had a bid war to see which character Luna would be using in the run, and I am happy to announce that the winner was Leonardo.
Yay.
There was a total of let's see, $29 donated for Leonardo, and we also had $25 donated for Raphael. So, Luna, I know you're happy about that.
Yeah, I'm really happy. Hello everyone, I'm Luna Valker, and I'm gonna play Ninja Turtles for you today on the category Arcade OK. Like Moonblaze said, there was an incentive for which turtle we play. Luckily, Leonardo won, which is my favorite turtle. And there's a lot of cool new stuff that was found on this game because of the current patch. So if you saw the speedrun from this game a couple of months ago, there was gonna be a lot of new things, so I hope you like it.
And I'm really excited because you're going to be the difficulty setting that you're going to be playing on, which is really cool. So I'm sure we can kind of talk about that as the run gets going.
Yeah, sure. Definitely not a coordinate plan for sure. Okay, I'm all good here. I will do a little countdown. And the time starts actually when I gain control of the character. So,
sounds good.
So
yeah, you can just go let the restreamer know when you need time started.
Okay, so the timer starts on 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle is a beating up. It's the most recent game of the Ninja Turtles. There's a lot of stuff to talk about because as a beating up game, there's a lot of combos and different moves you can do. I will try my best to explain it as I play. But pretty much the normal attack we have is a 6-hit combo for Leonardo at least. The enemies have difference on their HP as well because of their color or type of attacks. So usually we want to do the most optimal way to kill them as fast as possible. And there's also special attacks, like this one. If you look on the top of the corner, there's like this blue bar that is filling as I hit enemies. That is the special meter. As soon as you have the number 1 on arcade mode, you can do a super special. There's 3 types of special. There's the dive attack, the normal one, and the dodge one. But usually just try to use the dive, is the most optimal one because it does the most damage and has the bigger hitbox as well. As you can see, a lot of this game involves around you're killing the enemies the most optimal way, because the screen just rolls after you kill all of them. So what we try to do is to kill them as fast as possible, pretty much.
Yeah, and I know a little bit about this run, so I may chime in occasionally here. I'm definitely not as good at this run as you are, Luna, but I know there are definitely times where you want to kind of save your special moves until you kind of get all the enemies on the screen that you want to use it on. You can also charge up the special moves through other means other than kind of doing like a combo. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, there's 2 ways you can charge your super bar. You either by hitting them or the fastest mode that is taunting. But taunting takes a little of time. Usually you just do that in specific places, so it's not always. But here's the first boss. All these stages have a boss in the end of them. The first one is really easy. Usually we just try to hit as many enemies as possible. But I'm getting a little unlucky with the pattern. It's okay, it's like an introduction boss so you can understand how the game works and stuff. But usually what we want to do is start with the dive special attack and then just combo him until we get a second special and just finish him off. And thanks for the good luck, people. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, and that was a really good boss fight. Most of the boss fights in this game are where you're going to find your RNG, because pretty much all the normal enemy patterns that you'll encounter throughout the run are pretty much the same every time, from my understanding. But the bosses can do a lot of different things.
Also, I will have to apologize in advance because this game is really hard to not sing along when I'm doing runs. Mania and also Streets of Rage 4. So he's a really good game music composer. I really love him. Here on second stage we have introduced to these X guys. You just try to special on them because it's a little faster, and also they have a lot of HP, so usually a normal combo doesn't kill them. So you have to try to do the optimal way.
I just have to second the comment that this game has an incredible soundtrack as well. It is so good, and it is very hard to not sing along. So I don't know. You might get a little bit of singing during the run. Who can say really?
Yes. Oh, also Leonardo has this attack. It's called the Guillotine. It's pretty much the most fun attack of his. It's not very useful on the entire run because of how much damage it does. Compared to the other moves, but there are some places like here that are really useful, and we just try to use all his moves to kill enemies as fast as possible as well. Whoops. Also, every normal turtle game there has to be sewer holes to fall in.
They really recreated a lot of the things that those of us who remember the original arcade games are very used to, like falling into the manholes. There's some stuff later on as well, but it feels so familiar to anybody who played these games growing up like I did.
Okay, now here's there's a really cool new strat that you can do on the new patch. If you get this pizza power, you can see that I still have a couple of sentences to use infinite powers, but on the current patch, actually they made a glitch work, let's say, that if you go through the boss with still having this power left, you can do stuff like this. And that's pretty much the entire boss health already. Just have to finish him off now. Yeah, it's really fast, this right?
Oh my goodness, yeah, that is new. I do not remember that. So they added a glitch. Okay.
Yeah, the thing is, when they did this current patch, the most recent one, they tried to patch some stuff and like tweak some bosses, but they actually made new tricks and new glitches come up. So it's a win-win, I guess, situation.
How it goes sometimes, yeah. Oh, that's fun. Thank you for showing that off.
It's okay. There's a lot of more I will show.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now stage 3 is like, you can say auto-scroller level. Usually when we are playing this level, doesn't matter if you kill the enemies or not, but on this game, the faster you kill the enemies, the faster the spawn of the next wave comes up. So it actually saves times to kill the enemies really fast here too as well. So it's an auto-scroller that you actually have to play. Full gas.
This is supposed to be your break from the speed run, but nope, you got to keep going.
Nope.
We do have a marathon tradition though during the auto scroller levels where that's a good time for the host to maybe jump in and read a few things. Is this a good time for me to read an announcement or two?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to let everybody know that you are currently watching Speedrun Ragnarok being put on by the RPG Valkyries. The RPG Valkyries are an inclusive group of female and femme-leaning speedrunners who all love and run RPGs. If you would like to join their Discord, please use the command !Discord for the link in chat. This Discord is open to all people and all genders. And I also want to tell everybody that we are raising money for Take This. Take This provides education on mental illness so that friends, family members, and coworkers can be better allies to those who are suffering. Take This reaches out to gaming companies to help them promote healthier and more productive work environments and ensure that they have methods in place for helping employees who suffer from mental illness.
Yeah, it's a really good boss for sure. It's really nice when gamers tag along to help this kind of causes. It really makes your heart go a little warmer, you know.
Yeah, it's a great thing specifically that the RPG Valkyries do, because they actually, I believe this is still the case, actually sponsor a room at events, so that people who are attending gaming events in person, like gaming conventions, have access to a space that they can go kind of like chill out.
Oh, really? That's nice.
It's really, really neat. Yeah, AFK room. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for.
Okay, these are the last enemies before the boss. This boss is called the Turtle Tenderizer. It's a big truck that is supposed to smash turtles. This boss is not one of the hardest, but is one of the most annoying because of how his hitbox works. It's huge, as you can see, and you actually cannot go too close to him because you're gonna get hit. So usually what we want to do is keep dodging backwards, like this, so you can dodge his attack while also hitting. Okay, he did a bad part, I don't think I will be able. Yeah, no. That's why I said it was a little annoying, this boss. Because depending on the RNG you get, you mostly like to lose 10 to 15 seconds because the game wants to. That was a good fight overall.
Yeah, really nicely done. It's I can confirm that is definitely feels like the most random boss, and your execution with the moving back from fighting it always has to be on point. So you did a really good job there.
Thank you. Now the park is probably my second most favorite town. This stage is really cool because there's a lot of new enemies that we can see doing some new stuff. There's a lot of tech trick, meaning of how you kill enemies, and because of how the spawn works on this game. Like for example, if I throw that enemy upwards, the other foot guy on the lower screen always comes up, so you can like kill 3 of them at the same time. Here's the same thing. Once you kill this one spawns. Now we just throw some people on screen here. I think you could do that at Ninjas 4, right? Ninja Turtles 4 on the SNES.
The throws, yeah, the throws are very iconic to the video games.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
They are really useful on this game as well because it's pretty much a hit KO once you get an enemy and throw on the screen.
Yeah, and they actually made a boss too, where I don't want to spoil anything for later, but there is actually a boss later on where it's very important that you throw enemies. So, do we have time for a quick donation?
We do, yes.
Okay, we have an anonymous $5 donation here with the comment: "Wise men say forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza."
Never.
Which is a quote from one of the movies, if I'm not mistaken. And yes, I did watch them recently. Don't ask me why. Also, for anybody in chat who has not seen this game before, yes, there is an iconic boss fight at the end of every chapter, or episode, I believe they call them. And they're all really, really interesting. So there's a lot of...
Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like the stages themselves are very interesting. It's a lot of these kinds of enemies, and that'll change a little bit as the run goes along too. But the boss fights are all very interesting and iconic, and they're a lot of fun. So.
Yeah, the game.
Yes, you can still slash fire hydrants. I've seen Luna do it a couple times already.
Yeah, the game has like this. You could say theme, like the other stages are like episodes of a TV show. So that's why they are called episodes, and every time you reach the end of a level, there's a boss that is either for one of the Turtles games or a character that are on the TV shows, like these two guys. If I'm not mistaken, they are on the Manhattan Project game. They are really annoying because it's like 2 boss fights in one, and usually they could do this Dirtbag goes underground and you cannot hit him. And ground check is just keep going around the screen. It's really annoying because you have to follow the unknown, and sometimes not be able to hit them. Especially ground check, he can be not a good guy sometimes.
Yeah, there will be fights where he just does not want to stay above ground. He just wants to play in the dirt.
Yep.
Very, very nice fight.
Now, just a little Easter egg for this boss. This boss is called the Red King, but if you play as a Splinter, you get an achievement called the True King. And also when he spawns and does his lining, the Splinter just goes up like, you are the Red King, are you really? You know? It's really fun. There's a lot of like one-liners depending on which character you're playing for the levels. There's like taunts for the bosses and stuff like that. It's really cool.
Yeah, and just to mention to anybody again in chat who maybe isn't familiar with this specific title, you can play as Splinter, April, or Casey in addition to the 4 turtles. So there's a lot of character options, and there are some that maybe you haven't seen in a Turtles game before.
Yeah. They pretty much wanted to have the whole tour on this game, which is really nice.
They're all really good too, and they all have different movesets and strengths and weaknesses. And maybe some of them will fit your playstyle a little bit differently too. I know from I am an April main, so.
Okay, now this is the spin power, let's say. It's not so much important in the normal levels, but when you are with this power, every attack you hit the enemies does 4 damage. It's gonna be really important later on the run because of a trick we're gonna do. But for now, just remember it's there. It's a really cool power. Okay, now here I want to build up my meter. Okay. Because these next enemies here are called the Mothers. I think it's the Breeder Mothers or something. They have 10 HP and they are really annoying to deal with if you try to normal combo them because they try to like eat you, like bite you. So usually we just want to do a dive attack and kill them in one hit, like this.
Yeah, these are the first enemies that you encounter in the game, aside from bosses, where the combos make a significant difference in how fast you can defeat them.
Yeah.
Or the supers, excuse me, not the combos.
Now here try to kill these two together, so the 2 mothers spawn together. Okay, nice. Now we are at the boss. This boss is really annoying because there is a move that he can do where he goes up and plays his flute. And if he does that, he gets invincible and you cannot hit him. We'll try to do a two cycle on him. Like a little manipulation. I don't think I will be able because of the rat here now. Yep. This is why I said he's a little unknown, because you have to pay attention to the boss and also these rats that keep coming on the screen. But okay, it was a nice fight overall.
Yeah, that was really well done. And for my money, Rat King is probably the most annoying boss to have to deal with in the game. So
yeah, for sure. Now we're going to the mall. The mall is there's another new enemy introduced in the game. These are the big clumpers, I think what they're called. The clumpers have 12 HP, so like even a dive super cannot kill them in one hit. You have to do a slightly changing your combo, or like complete the combo afterwards. So we'll try to save up that for that enemy. Oops. As you can see, as Leonardo, we use a lot of the shoulder bash. The shoulder bash does 2 damage, and there's a lot of enemies that have only 2 HP or 4, so you can do like just a shoulder bash and then hit the enemy. Okay.
I just love all the humor in the game. Like they're running around carrying food in the mall, and there's like one working at the sushi and pizza counters, and just it's got that really good sense of humor that you want to have in an arcade game.
Yeah, for sure. Even the TV shows, I don't think Ninja Turtles was ever super serious, right? There's one instance where they are kind of serious, but it was usually just a comedy action kids show, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that. I have a donation here to read when you have a minute.
Yeah, go for it.
Right. We have a $200 donation from
Whoa.
Jason LaRose, and the comment says, "Take this, take this." Thank you so much for that generous donation.
Thank you so much.
I just want to remind everybody as well that we have a run coming up later tonight, Pokemon Crystal. And that is going to have a naming incentive. So if you want to do a name for that, you can go ahead and include that as part of your donation. It is going to be Pokemon Crystal Full Item Randomizer by Dijon Ketchup from video games.
Okay, the next boss is... I don't think she was ever in the show. I never saw her actually. Which is Tempestra. Tempestra has a really cool trick where if she is at half HP, she summons 2 mini-bosses instead of just only one. If anyone played Turtles 5, you might remember them from Technodrome. But what do we do here now? We do a special dive attack at town, and then a second special attack, and then she just dies. Because of how her AI works, you never trick the second phase, and then she just dies.
Oh, such a good fight.
Roof running reptiles. Now we have some new enemies, which are the spear guys. They don't seem like a threat, but you can lose a lot of time by them because you cannot hit them like going forwards. You have to either dash and crouch, like do the slide attack, or hit them from behind. So it doesn't seem like a tricky enemy to deal with, but when you're trying to deal with everything on the screen plus them, it gets really hectic really quick. I will try to leave them to pick it up. Okay. Compared to Vairis Turtles villain? Well, thank you, Dragon Lord. I didn't know that. I think she was the only one in this game that I never saw on the Turtles show or game. I'm gonna get the infinite bits of power here to kill a lot of enemy waves. Like I said, the dive super has a huge hitbox and there's a lot of damage, so we can abuse that. Whoops. Okay. Did he jump off? Okay. Oh, I'll take that. There's also a trick I didn't mention on this game. Depending on how you kill the enemies, the game has a thing called fast respawn. So, for example, if I kill them with a normal combo and the enemy like bounces on the ground, it takes a little time to spawn the next wave of enemies. But if you do a slight attack, for example, on Leonardo, that doesn't happen. So you can like save 0 point something each time you get it right, which on the entirety of the run builds up to a lot of time save.
Yeah, a lot of the tech in this run is just kind of like manipulating the enemies and the patterns. I noticed you got the box to drop on the 3 Whitefoot soldiers there, which is can be hard to do, so that was very nicely done.
Thank you. Okay, now this boss is pretty much the first and the second boss of Bebop and Rocksteady together. They can be really annoying, especially Rocksteady, because he likes to be jumping around, throwing bombs and use his shotgun. Usually what we want to do is do this, when we kind of lure them out to headbutt each other. And usually helps. Okay, it was a good fight. Rocksteady didn't throw too much. And now this is, I think, by far the best song in the game. So I cannot guarantee I will not sing along now. This song is really.
This is
really
actually the best song.
It
yeah.
is that. Come on. It's another auto-scroller, and like we said before, it's an auto-scroller that you actually can save time if you kill the enemies fast enough because of how enemy respawn works. So I just want to try to kill everyone really quick. I can take you on there. Yeah, there's a lot of debris coming up too. The game does a good job of like telling you where they're coming from, but when you like fighting robot ninjas and try to avoid them, it can be really hard sometimes. And everybody stop me like a mighty force of nature that can havoc in the sky.
Shoutouts to the turtles blimp in the background.
Yeah. Let's see if I get a good energy. I did not. You can kill all these 4 flying robots in one special if they come down. But sometimes they just try to shoot up there and you have to go for them. That doesn't happen if you play with Donatello or Casey because their normal super is like a black hole, which has a vortex mechanic which sucks the enemies on the special. So it's really much easier to do with them. Yeah, like the man, you know, gonna take you on there. Okay, that was the stage. It's a really quick stage, sadly, because I really love this song. I would love to hear more of it during the run.
Agreed.
But this next boss, I forgot his name, but he's like a bat. With Leonardo specifically, we can do a stone lock on him, but it's really tricky and really hard to do because you have to time your shoulder bashes in a precise timing. I'll just try to do it. Yeah, I did not get it. Pretty much if you do like shoulder bash in the middle of the combo there, you can just keep him on the stone lock animation. That was okay fight. Could be worse.
Looks like another victory for the forces of good.
I mean, you kept him from doing his. He has a move or he has a sequence he can do where he actually leaves the screen and you can't hit him.
Yeah.
I don't think he did that, so that's always a good fight when you keep him from doing that. So.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to say thank you to Arborelia for the raid. Welcome on in, everybody. You are watching Speedrun Ragnarok 2022. Reporting Take This. Oh, and we talked about the manhole covers earlier, but this stage has the planks.
Yeah, the planks can throw you sometimes because their hitboxes are way bigger than they seem. I will try not to hit them, but the enemies are in a really bad place right now. Okay.
Can I give a quick update on the upcoming incentive?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mentioned that we have a naming incentive for the Pokemon Crystal Randomizer run that's coming up later tonight. I did not realize when I read that donation incentive is actually tied right now. So there's 5 names that you can donate for. They are very Valks themed, or very RPG themed. We currently have Take This and Bears tied at the top of the list with $35 each. And then the other options are Arby's, Valk, and Elf. So if you would like to donate for that naming incentive, you can either support one of those 2 options that are tied at the top of the standings at the moment, or you can donate for one of those other ones as well.
Okay, now on this level there's like a mini game where you have to pop up the balloon. There's a really cool strat we can do, like with Leonardo here. Instead of do a full combo, we can just do a special after 2 hits, like this, and the balloon goes pop. That doesn't work with all the characters, unfortunately, but luckily we are playing Leonardo, so we can do that.
I didn't know that. That's amazing. I learned something new in this run. But I don't play as Leonardo.
Yeah. There is some character like April, like you said you run Reaper, right? April cannot do that because her normal special is not like stationary, like you can move. But it doesn't do as much damage as the other one. Okay, Leatherhead can do 2 things. The one that we want him to do is like he stay on top here and try to hit us. But he can be a really bad boy and go underground on the sewers. And try not to let him do that. Okay, nice, perfect fight.
Feel like gumbo. Looks like another victory.
Usually if you get a bad energy, he goes down the sewer holes and just keep it jumping on the screen, and you lose a lot of time when that happens. So it was a really neat fight.
Let's follow that torso.
Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me, Mike. We did not talk about the difficult differences on this game. When you're playing on chill mode, they have the normal HP, but when you get hit, you do not lose your superpower, like your super meter bar. On OK difficulty, they still have the normal HP, but when you get hit, you lose your progress bar if it's not full already. But on gnarly, everything is like set up. You lose your superpower, enemies have way more health, bosses have more health, and you take way more damage from normal enemies as well. So gnarly is, as the name says, is really gnarly for sure. Okay, there are these new enemies now here that I forgot their names, but their mechanic is that after you kill them, each of their arms becomes a small Mauser, which are these little dogs. They can be a little tricky to deal with, depending on where you are on the screen. because it's really easy for you to get jump off and they bite your your toe or your finger, so you lose super meter. So you have to have be a little more careful than normally done. They also has a glitch that exists since the game launched, which is when they're doing the grabbing attack, they're actually invincible. So it doesn't matter which type of attack you do, they like this. They always leave at 1 HP and just die after the animation ends. So it doesn't matter which kind of attack you use, you'll never kill them during that animation. Yeah, like this. They are invisible until they go off.
Yeah, this is one of the few stages where enemies kind of getting off the screen can be a little bit of a problem. I thought you handled that really well in that last sequence.
No, especially on that specific sequence because of the how do you call them? The ground that goes. I forgot. Sorry, a conveyor belt. I think is the name.
Yeah, the conveyor belts. Yep.
Yeah, thank you. They can be really annoying there because you cannot control the conveyor belt and the enemy just do what they want. Oh, also that happens sometimes. I don't know if you guys saw, but the Mauser just did a drift bite. That is really bad because sometimes he did again because the animation goes upwards, but the hitbox is actually down there still. So it's like an invisible attack that you cannot avoid depending on where you are. Okay, Metalhead can be a really tricky boss because what we want him to do is for him to go on the corner like this. Because on the corner, well, he left. But what on the corner we can keep doing dive attacks and build your super meat really fast like this. But sometimes he goes on the middle like this and gets invisible for a while. You actually can hit him with a super when he does that, but it's not so easy to do that. That was a good fight, it was a really quick one. Thank you for the good luck, not bad. I just want to give a quick shout out for my Brazilian friends that are watching this run. Hello people, thank you. Okay, stage 10 is like a museum. We have some new enemies here, which are the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs we can do a little trick with Leonardo, like 2 hits, shoulder bash, and full combo they die, like this. The reason we do that because how their HP works and they have super armor as well is really annoying if you don't kill them fast enough. Because they have like a charge attack that you cannot stop them when they do that. So usually you want to do the combo as fast as possible to kill them. To avoid that. These green ones, they have only 4 HP too, but because of their shield, you usually want to hit them on their backs.
Yeah, if you can kind of sneak behind them like you're doing really well, you can finish them off pretty quickly. Yeah, Mike, those are the Triceratons.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, there's one more. I forgot about him. Yeah, this level, like I said, there's a lot of these enemies that have a lot of HP, the dinosaurs. So usually the most fastest and common threat is just taunt and kill them. Here we have an infinity power to grab, but if you remember the strategy on stage 2 on Rockstar, we are going to do pretty much the same now. I'm gonna grab the pizza now, just to finish them off. And now I have enough pizza power to pretty much finish Zorax. Oh, almost. Okay. Hey, even if you don't get a quick kill like entire with the super pizza power, infinite pizza power, it's way faster than just trying to combo him until he dies normally. So it's really fast.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. That's really neat that that's part of the run now, that you can carry that pizza power into the boss fights.
Yeah. Okay, now stage 11, which is called Won't Fly. Some people might remember this boss because I think it's one of the most iconic enemies are the turtles. At least from the video games, for sure. This stage has a lot of traps. Shock trap, there has a lot of ice physics and some robots. And there's a lot of mouths, there's a lot of motors. So, when we get to this stage, the difficulty on the enemies, spawns and types really ramps up, starts ramping up. Here we can do a quick kill. After this guy jumps back, we can do this.
Yeah, we're seeing all the tech here with the barrels and the quick kills on the mousers. This is really cool.
Now here we just have to make sure to kill them fast enough so I don't lose the cycle of the enemies jumping. Here we can do the fast respawn, like I said. Like if you do a light attack there, the enemies spawn much faster and die really quick. Now these new enemies here, which are the... I forgot their names again, but it's like these really circular robots, tiny robots. They are really annoying because they are invincible until you turn them upside down. There's not a lot of moves that you can... Oh, I got froze. Okay. There's not a lot of moves that you can do that to make them turn upside down. So dealing with them sometimes can be really annoying as well.
Yeah, I have a name for them, but this is a PG stream, and I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to say it on the air.
Yeah, I could imagine which one. But yeah, I think then with the black ninjas are my least favorite enemies in the game for sure. Yeah, like I said, this level there's a lot of traps, a lot of shock things you have to avoid. It reminds a lot of the level design of the original Technodrome from Turtles 4. There's a lot of traps there as well. Here we use again the Super Pizza Power to kill those monsters in one hit with the dive special. Roombas. Roombas is a good name.
I like that one.
Okay, now this boss
Mike's is a little closer to what I was thinking of.
Yeah. This boss there's a little RNG manipulation we can do. I think I got it. No, I did not. Basically, depending on how much damage you can do on him, he always gets stuck on the corner. But now I just want to do enough damage for him to not go to the second phase, which is a lot of time lost. Yeah, he's going to go for that now. No, Mother! No! His HP, come on. Yeah, when he does this attack, he loses like around 10 to 15 seconds. Sadly, I got beaten by a Mother, so I have to wait now. Okay.
This is a pain that everybody who's tried to speedrun this game feels on a regular basis too, where the boss just has that tiny sliver of HP left,
Yeah.
and they're doing the phase where you can't damage them.
Yeah, that was so close. Oh well. Okay, now, with old turtle fashion, we are going to Dimension next, which people might know as the dimension of the last turtle. There's a lot of stages here, like at least the last 4 stages are here. The first one is the Technodrome Redux. The music is really cool here too, by the way. There is new enemies here too, which are the Soldier Warriors. They are really common too on the turtle games, and they have the same HP as the dinosaurs, so usually the setup for killing them really fast is the same. But if you don't want to deal, then we can just super and they die. Like, hey, he's charging. Okay, die. And that's the enemy. Usually it's just faster to taunt and try to hit them than to try to full combo. Oops, whoops. I have to be really careful because when they do this charge attack, you have to react really fast because if you get hit, like I said, we are playing on OK difficulty. So I lose my superpower, and if I lose my superpower I cannot kill them really fast. Like this. So loses a lot of time. I mean, saves a lot of time doing that, I guess. Here we have some Roombas to kill.
They're Roomba. I just realized they're Roombas because they suck.
Technodrome. Okay, now this elevator section, there is a little RNG involved because, as you can see, there's some stuff falling from the ceiling. If you are lucky enough, some of the stuff can hit the enemies, and they do 4 damage. So, for example, if they hit one of the black ninjas, it's a 1-hit KO. I'm not getting very lucky, probably. Okay. Now, this stage is one of the few that has a mini-boss before the boss. The first one is the General Track. General Track, there is a little manipulation we do with him. If we do a super attack, a dive attack like him on the beginning, he goes to the left. And here we can just combo him and keep him without him doing his dive attack. And then, there you go, he dies in 1 cycle.
I mean, we call that a mini boss, but it's basically another boss. Like, this level just has 2 bosses, and again, that was just such a good fight, Luna.
Thank you. Okay. We're almost at the finishing of this level. This level is one of the longest on the game. There's a lot of stuff you have to do. Whoops! I did not see that coming. Come on, really? And now we have Elite Ninja here, looks like. How dare you put holes with a platforming mechanic on my DM? How dare you?
Just want to hack and slash things. I don't want to have to think about falling into holes. Come on.
Yeah.
Can I sneak in a quick announcement before you get to the boss for this level?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to remind everybody that we are here this week raising money for Take This. Take This is a mental health nonprofit, and their main mission is to inform the gaming community about mental health issues, provide education on different disorders and prevention techniques, and reduce the overall stigma around mental illness.
Okay, this boss, Chromedon, he has a really cool mechanic because he's actually invincible when he's at his normal stat there. And what we have to do on this fight, we have to wait until he goes off screen, and then we have to throw an enemy on the robot so he can like get vulnerable like this. The ninja is still alive. Hello, dude. He can hit me. That's a glitch that happens sometimes in this boss fight.
Lost arch enemy.
Deep breath.
Okay, we are at the last 3 episodes, or last 3 stages of the game. Stage 14, which is the one with the slash turtle. We have this mini section with the skateboard here. This section is actually a tutorial that you cannot do anything, we just have to wait and not die by the rocks. And they actually has a new enemy here which is really known in the turtle games too and really annoying to deal with, which are the pizza monsters. There's a little trick we want to do with them, because when they're off ground you can hit them. So what we are going to try to do is as soon as they jump off, we do a dive attack and get them before they dive up again.
Yeah, it's never fun when the food fights back.
Okay. Okay, now the first one always comes alone, so we have to kick him now, finish him off, and do like this. If you are fast enough, you can get all of them like in a row. I got bad energy now. They did not come together. I don't think it but I'm not sure what triggers that, but sometimes they just go one by one for some reason. I still have to do some science in the game to discover why that happened. Yeah, now they came sinking. Yeah, see, I don't know what triggers that, to be honest. Oops. Okay, this stage has a lot of kill traps too, like this flame on the ground. Usually we want to lure out the enemies far away from them, because there's also a glitch in this game, depending on the animation you are, your hitbox is staying on there, you don't get pretty much bursted until you die really quick. And again, every time you get hit, you lose your super meter, so I have to be careful to not get hit. Not too much, I guess. This enemy can just kick you into the left, so it's the time for the other spawn and kill them both together. Oops. Come on. Okay. I'm gonna grab these picks, I just to be safe. Okay, Slash is a really easy boss overall, because he has a lot of time where we can hit him, and he has also animation where you can just go down here and taunt to charge up his special. So usually it's a boss that you can dish out a lot of damage really quickly. Yeah, like I said, not a hard boss at all.
Trashed. Oh. Looks like another victory for the forces of good.
Another very iconic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles boss too.
Yeah.
Outworld stranger.
It's really cool if you enter this fight with Donatello, he mentions his palm tree. That if you watch the show, you know what that means. Slash always had like a palm tree that was his pet, like a pet palm tree. Really cute. Okay, now this is the penultimate stage. This is also a really long stage. And there's a lot of enemies that we have to take care of here. Because if we take too long on the screen here, actually that changes the boss RNG we get for Shredder. So I will try to get there as fast as possible. So it's like consistent every time if you do a specific movement here. These little rabbits here too, if you do them like in this rhythm, you can fast kill them and proc the screen changer a little faster too. Okay.
You're doing such a good job explaining all the tech in this run. In what, again, like if you're just watching this and you've maybe even played this game casually, it just doesn't. It really is impressive. All of the things that the community has found out about this game, and there's a lot of interesting stuff in the speedrun that you wouldn't know if you had just played the game casually.
Yeah. Usually I have a used to say that this game has a lot of invisible tech or invisible time saves. Because if you just watch or someone never tells you that, it's not as what is the word? Sorry, it's not so intuitive to understand why you're saving so much time. You know. And stuff
Yeah,
like
for sure. I totally understand what you mean.
But if everyone interested in pick up this run, it's a really fun run. It's not hard at all. You just have to memorize some enemy locations and where to give you a special. But just bashing everyone with your sword is a total valid strat. So it's a really cool run. So we're getting into a speed run.
I'll handle this.
Okay, so now we are coming up in the first boss of this stage. The stage has two bosses. The first one is Krang and the second one is Shredder. This is the most newest tech that was discovered on this game. I think it's like 2 weeks old only. As you can see, there is a super spinning pizza there, but I'm not getting that priority yet. I'm gonna kill everyone first. The reason for that, if you remember, you can take a special infinite pizza to bosses. So that means that the spinning pizza might work too, right? So let's test it. If you play this casually, you might remember that this boss is really annoying to deal with, but we can do just this. And that's the boss.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's I think it's the most newest trick that they found on this game.
I will show you how a true ninja fights.
Okay, now Shredder has a little manipulation we can do. If you never let him finish his animation, you can keep him on stone lock after the counter attack. but that's what I'm gonna try to do. I almost got it. But because I failed the combo, he did the shadow attacks. This is okay. I could say that. If you manipulate him correctly, he never does this clone attack. It was a really good fight too.
You haven't seen the last of
Yeah, this song is really cool too. I agree. Okay, now for the last stage of the boss, or last boss stage. Sorry. We have two bosses to fight, and the first one is the Lady Liberty herself. Lady Liberty has the most HP in the entirety of the game for all the bosses. I think she has like something like 1200 or something. And this boss can be a little problematic because she has a lot of attacks that can one-hit KO you, or just like take half of your HP without you noticing that. So you have to be a little careful with her. Yeah, you can see how much I damaged her already. She's just now at half HP. This laser is one hit KO by the way, but you can just stick her on the lower part. Okay. Okay, just a FYI for the race streamer. The time is as soon as I kill the last bar here now. So it's coming up in like 1 or 2 minutes. For the last boss, Super Shredder, if you play this game when it launched, you're gonna notice that this boss is really different now. They had a little buff on this boss where he is way faster, he does way more teleport attacks, and his hitbox for the flame attack, flame circle attack is really small now too. So it's a boss that not so easy anymore, but sometimes you can do good RNG like this. This boss we cannot attack him when he's on his normal mode, we have to wait for him to go on that circle attack and just become vulnerable. Like I said, he's way faster, he teleports way more now. You'll have to be really careful. Usually we try to taunt when he does the flame attack, but sometimes it doesn't work. Now at half HP he does the shadow clone attacks. Okay. Okay, now time is going to come up. And time.
my revenge? Impossible.
Well, GG's to you. That was such an amazing run. I'm very, very impressed. That was really good. And also, I just want to remind everybody who didn't catch the beginning of the run, the runner was willing to do any of the 4 turtles. It was a bid war, so Leonardo won the bid war, but that was not known by the runner until basically sitting down in the chair to do the run. So that just makes it even more impressive to me.
Yeah, thank you. Well, thank everyone for watching. Thank for all the GGs and hanging out during the run. Thank you RPG Valkyries for having me here. This is the first time I'm participating in one of these marathons. And I really enjoying. People are really being really lovely, really cool. Thank you again, Moonblaze, for the host and co-commentary as well.
Yeah, it was my pleasure. This was so much fun.
Yeah, and that's it. I hope you guys liked the run. And if you want to pick up a cool speedrun that is not as demanding as it looks like, and just full fun time smashing robots with turtles, definitely give this one a try. And that's it, folks. Thank you.